Day one of the week, a week that will finish at day 90, basically, which will also be the end of a quarter. 3 months dedicated entirely to this journey of building an AI company in public, which essentially will be my future, potentially. I want it to be my future. However, the big goals are just a result of small steps. So I have to get good at breaking down big achievements into actionable things that I can do every day. And one of those is this. If I go to screen time, I can see that just today I spent 2 hours and 48 minutes, and it's only 1 p.m. I spent this much time essentially on Instagram. Yeah, doing nothing, doom scrolling. This has been a kind of a very bad behavior that I had for the past couple weeks. Yes, mainly due to the fact that I was blocked on some tasks that were on the team, but it's still bad. I don't want that to happen. I always want to have something practical that I can do, something that will bring me closer to achieving my big goals, right? And so if I go back to last week, I spent a total of 45 hours and then 50 hours. So I was spending 1/3 of my days on the phone. And trust me, it's not for work. Maybe I spend 1 to 2 hours for work-related things on my phone. So still on socials, because I do content, as you know, it's kind of mandatory to see how other brands are doing, other creators are doing, what the trends are, all those kind of things. But I can also do them on my PC, on desktop, which is better because it's within the work environment in a way. When I'm on my phone, I end up procrastinating a lot. I end up just doing too much of research. I'm not the type of person that does like brain rot, that kind of shit, doom scrolling. No, I actually spend a lot of time, but too much time researching, too much time comparing, too much time finding the secret sauce, and it's not there. The secret sauce is just doing rather than thinking, overthinking. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I gotta change this. So my way for me to do it is, coming back here, if I go, let's say, to Instagram, I can add a limit. So by adding limit, I can say the maximum amount of time I can spend in here, and then I will get a notification like when time is running out. I don't know how this compares to app solutions. There's some apps that block screens and all those kind of things, but I think that will not really feed this. It will not feed my attitude. And instead, getting a notification and telling me to be autonomous on purposefully and autonomously deciding, no, just stop doing it, don't open Instagram, you got a notification, you ran out of time, do something else. That will help me a lot. It will be a good piece of personal development. So let's do that. Because a big part of the week will be just rebranding and doing more business content. I've started making some diagrams that deliver specific value to businesses so that I can categorize myself as AI expert, for AI scaling. That will be my unique mechanism that I've been also training Poppy with, right? I want to be scaling. I want my brand name to be associated with AI scaling and all those kind of things. So I've been training my Poppy on some content from business creators that I really admire, and I want to shape my content after, plus trained it on my own content, on some business documents on my website, and been dissecting Alex Hormozy content as well, Nick's content. So been doing some research, but once I created this on Figma, I gave it to ChatGPT and asked it to analyze the diagram and turn it into Markdown first and then structured JSON, and it nailed it. This was the original image that I exported as PNG from Figma, and it gave me this. So my goal right now is to make multiple of these so that Poppy has the full idea of what type of diagram turns into what exact JSON. So having a specific process to turn visual into JSON and vice versa. And by giving a multiple example of multiple diagrams, I can then, plug into any video from Alex Hormozy, from any other creator, and it knows my knowledge. It knows how to do diagrams. So ideally, it gives me bullet points, Markdown or JSON, and I just turn that JSON into a Figma board. So I think that's gonna help my content creation and business SOPs and frameworks a lot if it works. Let's see if it actually works. And as I was working on some other diagrams, I put the limit to the test and it works. It says time limit. I was scrolling on Instagram. I first got a notification saying 5 minutes left, kind of like an hour ago. And I closed it because of that. And now, subconsciously, I was scrolling again with no purpose and this popped up. I can click on ignore limit and I think I can still browse the app. But if I click on OK, it just closes it and the app becomes grayed out. I can't use it anymore. I love this. The day is over. And to my surprise, no, actually, obviously, I'm not surprised. But as soon as I set limits, in this case, 1 hour for TikTok today, 30 for WhatsApp, and 2 hours for Instagram. But this is only because it counts the time after midnight, and I go to sleep like at 2 or 3 a.m. So yesterday, after midnight, I used quite a lot of the socials, right? So tomorrow I'm gonna bring those limits down just because of that. And yeah, I maxed out of the time on each almost. That's why social is 3 hours and 31 minutes. It's basically all of them combined. And that's resulted in a pretty good productivity today. I got everything done, basically. I got this big ass flow that I wanted to complete. It's basically done. I tested Poppy quite a lot with different scenarios. It doesn't remove the fact that I literally could have had 3 more hours at least if I were more disciplined. But I'll start doing a lot better from tomorrow. That's for sure. It's just the 3rd day of summer and it's so fucking hot already. It's 33, 34 degrees here in the south of Italy and it sucks. But we keep going no matter what. Hey Jamie, hey Emily, how's it going? Doing good, doing good. Same problem, it's too hot here in Italy, but you know, it is what it is. Yep, thank you. Whoa, that's crazy. Wow, that's crazy good. Yep. I'm so fucking excited. I am so excited. I feel like, you know that meme of the 2 miners? One gives up right before the diamonds and the other one actually gets there. We are there. We are this layer of dirt away. We're here. We are this layer of dirt away from a shit ton of money. Jamie said he has a few investors lined up, but at the same time, he doesn't want to give up part of what we're doing here, and he can level up from just earning from commissions to owning a part of the business, which means he invests in the business himself, and we can have cash flow, we can run ads, we can, oh my fucking god, I am so excited for this. We are so close. I literally think this will be the last month. Heck, probably the last week. Now it's a coincidence that this last week of the month, this week is also the last week of the month. But that is fucking crazy because it can be the last week and the last month without cash flow. And the systems are crazy. I love this. You know, enduring all this shit is for a purpose. It's for this moment and we are here. What a feeling. Entrepreneurship, it's my whole fucking life. I fucking love it. Ready for a football match after a lot of hours in front of the screen? Let's fucking go. Won the match. I'm exhausted, but satisfied. And obviously now back to work. Nothing changes, but one thing did. I finally got the meeting with an investor. Jamie's friend, this guy here. Gonna be on Thursday, 4 p.m. my time. I'm excited. I am not like this is a make or break moment because based on what we have right now, we can make money easily without an investor. The investor would allow us to scale faster, but it will come at the cost of giving up some pretty big amounts of money on the long run. As soon as we get the first couple of clients, we have cash flow. I have absolutely no doubts this will be a 6 to 7 figures per month long term. I'm talking 5 to 10 years. So yeah, in that case, giving out $200,000, $300,000 per month to an investor, it will kind of suck. But I don't mind, honestly. Whatever it happens, however it goes, my day-to-day won't change. I'll keep building. Always. And just like that, screen time yesterday was 1 hour less than 2 days ago. Yesterday, I mean, you know, the day that just finished because it's almost 2 a.m. And that's because I decreased the limits on TikTok to 45 minutes, on Instagram to 1 hour and 30 minutes, and WhatsApp, 1 hour, because I kind of did a lot of it. I needed to organize a few things. But essentially, it's working. I expect tomorrow to be even less. Day 3 starts now, and I'm tired as fuck. I slept like shit. I don't know why. I just couldn't sleep. And I think I got to sleep at 2 a.m., but I actually fell asleep like 2-3 hours later. I don't know, honestly, probably was too tired to be sleeping. It was a mix of things for sure. So yeah, excited while tired as fuck, while, drank a Red Bull. A few factors that maybe fucked up my sleep. So I am functioning at half capacity today, but I gotta do it anyways. Let's get to work. Got the first emails from Emily. She's been working on some different variations, different types of copywriting to different industries. So this is for real estate agencies, this other batch is for coaching and consulting businesses. Now I'm gonna go through all of them. It's 13 pages and just review what she made so that we're basically ready to send mass outreach that is personalized to industry other than our AI agent that will do person-to-person personalized outreach. So we can just A/B test what's most effective. A/B testing, gathering data is the most important thing in any stage of any business. So let's do it. Kept working on some visual workflows, but also on Poppy, which is the practical whiteboard. I've been stealing some story sequences from the best creators, the best converting creators. I will be using them in my Poppy board over here. So it was a great day. Tomorrow will be quite, how can I define it? Quite defining day, because we're gonna have a call with a potential investor, gonna start the outreach sequence. Can't wait for tomorrow. It's gonna be a great one. New day, new AI tool that wants to collaborate with me. I accepted. It's short.ai, and it's basically this tool that lets you generate AI short video, auto grow your channel. You can directly, these are the type of videos you can post. You can directly post on the socials. So yeah, you have scheduling here on TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, etc. So it could be a way to make a video testing how doable YouTube Shorts automation or TikTok monetization is with these kind of videos. I've got 3 months access to it, so it's not something urgent that I gotta do now, given that my priority is something else. But yeah, I'll be testing it out.
Adam,
how's it going?
good buddy. How you doing?
How's it going?
This is
Sorry for the
Dom,
delay.
my good friend from Italy, and Adam, a great man from Chicagoland, Illinois.
Hey, Dom, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Adam. I'm really looking forward to our conversation here.
Yeah.
Jamie told me a little bit about you, and very curious about what we can do here.
Great.
Yeah. So, Adam, let me just tell you, I know Dom because I did an MTV show a few years ago, and Dom was at the center of the NFT kind of world a few years back, and he was prolific TikTok NFT Web3 guru. And I linked up with him to do an NFT project for this MTV show that we were on. And he helped kind of launch a Solana-based NFT. And he's a young man who's like at the cutting edge of a lot of different internet trends, and again had a lot of experience with Web3. And now he's kind of pivoted his thing to this realm of like AI coding, agents, vibe coding. You know, I know that you're like exploring a bunch of interesting things, so I just wanted to kind of connect you two and have Dom kind of explain his vision in the space and get your thoughts.
My goal is to do what I'm calling AI scaling. So before AI, in that period between Web3 and AI, I've been working in traditional online businesses as well, specifically working to scale info product businesses. We created this system that allowed them to scale predictably every 30 to 90 days. So I'm doing the same, but with AI. For example, if your bottleneck is having a bad LTV to CAC ratio, there's for sure something to be attributed for that. You can deploy an agent that handles the critical part of the business, helping you save time, save overhead, and reallocate your human and financial resources to somewhere else in the business. I'm curious to see what your approach to AI is and how you feel about this.
Yeah, Thank you for the introduction and the overview. I was thinking about this the other day because every tech company is trying to create some kind of AI story. And some of it's central to the business and some of it is really on the margin. And when I say on the margin, I think it's more like, hey, we have this expensive, spend on humans in this area. So we're going to tighten it up using AI agency in that area, and we're going to save hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in expenses, which I feel like most companies are doing. But I was thinking the other day, this was a really simple thought, if one wanted to start a business in the B2B environment, helping other businesses solve problems with AI, would it be better to have, a bespoke advisory platform that can sort of build custom technology together with consulting and solve specific problems on a one-off basis? Or would it be better to pick a niche, build a real sort of scalable software platform that's tied into, the key LLMs and, key AI platforms that you need and really focus on solving sort of one problem and scaling that?
It was such a great meeting. Wow, we are set for greatness. Whatever way we work, we end up working with him. Adam is gonna open up a lot of opportunities for us. Now, getting ready to go watch a football match with the homies and my girlfriend. And yeah, that's how I'll spend the night, just chilling. Good morning. We got quite some news today. First off, my account on Short AI has been activated. I got a 30-day membership and I got until July 3rd to make a video. I can literally spin up one in 20 minutes, probably. Especially thanks to Poppy. And talking about Poppy, I'm a huge fan of Preston Rhodes. I don't know if you know him, but he's one of the most legit, authentic, and accurate, I should say, because he's no guru, he's real deal when it comes to AI. He also followed me on TikTok, and I take a lot of inspiration from him because he's the real deal. He does real builds, he makes his money by selling stuff to businesses. I'm not sure he has a course, but probably it's a high ticket thing, so the guy is legit. And he started posting with a strategy similar to Sam Millsap. Sam is the coach that coaches coaches. That guy over there, it went kind of viral, and his content strategy has always been posting 10 to 20 videos per day. And it worked brilliantly for him, and it looks like it's working for Preston too. Now, obviously, it's not like you start with 0 followers and you start with this strategy. It's kind of spammy. So I think this is a strategy that I can do on my main account, the 20K followers account, especially on TikTok. More of a day-to-day thing, just like I'm doing right here. These videos that you're seeing are a combination of clips throughout my days. I can literally extract a single clip of one moment of the day, like this one specifically, to convert it into a video, essentially. Or I can double the amount of recordings I do by having one over here and my phone over here doing kind of the same thing. So that's just an idea. Why do I want to test this? Because my main content, the polished one, is going to be shifted, as you know already from last week. If you haven't watched last week's video, go watch it, because I explained the whole strategy, the branding and funnel strategy that I'm going to follow. But long story short, I'm going to have a multitude of accounts, US based, created by Jamie and managed by our Go High Level. And the polished content is going to go there. It's going to be me showing the workflows that I'm making on the whiteboards, showing how to scale businesses with AI. That's the main thing. But I'm not going to give up on this account. So with this account, I mean my TikTok account, because my YouTube is going to be one and it's going to be the same. But I can try the strategy. I can literally try it and just, speak my mind, just whatever comes up to my brain cells, I just put it into content. It's a strategy that I can test, but in order for me to do it properly and efficiently, I can literally have more of an idea generator, a format generator, by getting all the clips Preston is making and all the clips Sam has made already a lot in his business, and connect them to a Poppy board with obviously my style as well. And then the thing will be, okay, now extract some ideas from Preston, Sam formats, but with my own voice. And then, as I always do for everything, I mention this every time, I don't follow scripts. So it's just for me to have a structure and then say, okay, more or less I get what the script says, I'm just going to say with my own words. And yeah, I think that can just increase the likelihood of those videos and that strategy perform better. I don't know. It's just another test that I want to do. I'm not sure I'm gonna do it now because there's actually a few changes on the agency side that I want to show you. Momo did a UI overhaul and wanted feedback, and honestly, it's amazing. Let me show you real quick. So this is the homepage and we're probably gonna change it. But the most important thing is this, our solutions, which are also here in the homepage. And if I go, I don't know, to cold outreach, there you go. This is the new UI. It's a glassy, glowing type of UI. Same for other things like, I don't know, the fitness coach. Then it brings you to our fitness coach. And yeah, you can start typing something. This one is not active at the moment, so if I type hey, it's not gonna say anything. It's gonna say a predefined message, but I love this whole UI. It's much better than what we used to have. Same for the form intake. Great job. Momo is just idle right now. It's waiting like me. So waiting on Francesco and Emily to finish respectively the new setup on NA10 with a new server that is stronger so that we can sustain more requests, because we assume a lot of people are going to open a mail and test the products. And so maybe some of them do it at the same time, but for sure we're going to have more traffic on it, as well as being able to capture all their info to start all their sequences, because we're going to send 5 to 6 emails per week to the same lead, and because we're going to reach out to 500 leads at the same time, probably going to send like what, more than 30 to 40,000 emails per week. So we got to be ready for it, basically. Yeah. A few hours later, finalized the proposal strategies in the 2020 strategy for proposal, documented all of it, and now we're gonna start working on the smart onboarding, which is essentially what connects the two. So there's the payment in between and then the onboarding. And yeah, it's almost 11 p.m., but the day is over. And even when it's over in basically an hour, I'll just keep going. So yeah. Making progress. Another great start of the day. Actually, it's afternoon. It's already almost 5 p.m. I've been silently working on the strategy, on the flowcharts, diagrams, and all of that, while the team has been working on the new NA10 instance. But the good news is that this guy, who is a member of our Discord that I actually did a meeting with, a consulting meeting with, and I helped him make his first money with AI, close the first few clients, and now he has one that potentially he can't fulfill alone. So we're probably gonna help him with that. Told the team, and just waiting for the details to see if we can even help in the first place. But yeah, first client ever from word of mouth would be crazy, but yeah, let's see. Good morning. Did basically nothing for the rest of yesterday because I was blocked again. Francesco was blocked because of Emily, our VA, and so yeah, just a cascade of events that led us to just wait. So I watched a movie and just kept strategizing. And today, the day starts with another offer. It's a paid offer from this guy, Top View AI, that basically do UGC style video, and yeah, just gotta send them my video stats or media kit, and yeah, we'll do that when I boot up the PC. And then I think that will be kind of the highlight of the day, because I'll be out with family basically from 3 to like 7-8 p.m, so big portion of the day goes there. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm doing some light work and just trying to prepare for the new week, given that it's Sunday and week 13 ends today. Finally some chill. Got a pool. Got some football, small football pitch. There's one of my friends and my girlfriend that are coming, but I think I'm not gonna wait for them. So, came back home. It was a great day. I have a very strong headache due to too much sun, too much heat. We played football under the sun and then, straight into cold water and then hot again and then a lot of sugar for, so everything we ate. So I'm kind of done for the day, done for the week too. But yeah, it's whatever. Still blocked on a few tasks, and if you've been watching the last couple weeks, you know that the end of each week was, this week we start, next week we start, we're ready to rock and roll with the outreach and all of that, but it didn't happen. It's almost, I think this next week is week 4 since this whole thing started, so almost a month since we should have started, but we didn't. But it's okay. It's okay. I know that's the only bottleneck we gotta break, which is start this system. And it's mainly due to human delays that it's happening, so nothing not under our control. We have full control over this. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a great week. Next one is gonna be great. And even if it isn't, hey, I learned the hard way across the years and across the months now, since the beginning of this journey, that the process is what counts. The stress, the hardship, the way we overcome certain issues and new ones are born, that's what we look for. That's what entrepreneurship really is about. So with that, I'm satisfied. Which is the exact opposite of last week's ending. I wasn't happy, I wasn't satisfied, I was frustrated. Now it's the opposite, even though the situation didn't change. So what changed, Dom? My reaction. Stuff that happens to us can't really be controlled. Probably just 10-20% of the times. But the way we react is 200%. Our fault or our merit, depending on how that reaction consists of. So, on to the next week. And we keep building.